Hey guys, my name is Catastrophic, and today I'll be telling you about my epic experiences in the epicosity of which is Dishonored. So the first thing I noticed when playing Dishonored was the fact that I could go and look around at anything I wanted, even though my feet were somehow bulged to the floor. You can look around at the scenery, you can look around at the whaling boats to the left, you can look around at anything you really wanted to, and that was really cool, while you were listening to all these other people talk around you. So, I love a game which gives me that kind of freedom. It may be a little freedom, it may not be substantial or anything like that, but it's freedom nonetheless, and I really like being able to look around and do anything I wanted, basically. So, that was a really cool feature that I really liked, that I could just look around and just look around, because it shows you the scenery that you're going to be experiencing later on in the game. You get to see the Dunwall Castle, which is the first place you go in the game. You get to see the city to the I don't know which direction it is, but you get to see the city nonetheless, and that was really nice. I like that. And this game is beautiful, so you really want to look around in any direction that you really can. And I think that fact is emphasized in the stealth mechanics of this game, because you don't actually use shadows or you don't go invisible or anything like that in this game. What you do instead is how do I explain this? You get higher than other people. Because apparently everyone in this game has a condition in their necks which disallow them to look up and see that you're standing right in front of them. So yeah, it takes away from the immersion a bit, because it doesn't seem really realistic, but it also adds to the immersion because you get to see everything around you. You get to see the beautiful sunsets, you get to see the beautiful scenery that these people have put a long time into making, and that was really interesting. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't terrible, it was interesting, and that's something that I look for in a game, something interesting and new, and that's what they've done here. So that was the first thing that I really liked about this game, and the second thing was the fact that the tutorial. Two things about the tutorial. One, optional. My favorite word. Optional. Love optional tutorials. They are the best. They are amazing. I love them. And this one is completely optional. You get met by this little girl, Emily, who could possibly be your daughter. That's not really explained. But she asks you if you want to go play hide and seek. Second thing, you get to play hide and seek. Who doesn't like playing hide and seek? It's fucking cool. So if you choose to play hide and seek with a little girl, you get briefed on how to do that. You get briefed on how to crouch, how to stay hidden, and what will keep you hidden, all that kind of crap. So it's pretty good. It's a good way to show you things without making you feel like you're forced to do them, and that is emphasized in the fact that you can just choose not to, and she won't guilt you by saying, "Oh, but I really wanted to play." She's just like, "Okay, let's go see Mum then." So on the way to see the Empress, who was Emily's mother, you get to see Sokolov painting a picture of the High Overseer Campbell. The next thing I really liked in this game was the fact that, depending on what you did, the AI and the characters around you would change. Not in the sense like a Fallout game where if you shot someone in the face they'll start attacking you. Well, that will happen here, but in the sense that if you stand between Sokolov, who's painting a picture, and Campbell, who's getting the picture painted of him, Sokolov will stop painting, because he can't see Campbell. He won't just continue painting. He'll stop painting, and he'll tell you that he needs you to move in order for him to continue painting. And that's fucking cool. I really like that about this game. I wasn't expecting that at all, and I really enjoyed that. So that was the next thing that I really liked. After that, I really liked the fact that the Empress, it's not specifically related to the Empress as such, but the fact that all the characters are introduced to you in the first 10 minutes of the game. Not every character that you're going to meet, but the gist of them. you'll look back at the first level later on in the game, and you'll be like, I remember that now. That's the person that they mentioned there, and then that's the person that was there. And that's a really cool feature that I really liked. And okay, so you go meet the Empress. You tell her that you just came back from going to the other isles, and they've all said that they're abandoning you, and that they aren't going to help you with the plague, which is infesting the city of Dunwall, and that they're instead going to seal you off and disallow anybody to travel to you, or anybody to travel from you, in case to prevent the plague from spreading. So that's the story right there. That's the reason why you're there. It explains why you just came back on a boat. And furthermore, the Empress gets stabbed. Yeah. The Emily states that there are people on the roof, and you have to then fight those people that are on the roof. And once you've fought them and you've supposedly won, they suspend you in midair, and you have to watch as the Empress gets bitch slapped by the leader Dord and then stabbed. Uncalled for, Dord. That was uncalled for. That just made me want to slit his throat right then and there. Which I found later on in the game, I realized that was actually really good incentive, because they've made the bad guys hated. They've made you want to hate these bad guys, and they even went to the next, they even went on to make you hate the good guys as well. So the people who saved you, you don't feel like you want to be friends with them, because there's just something about them. And that's something that I really, really like, because it made me feel like the only person that I could really trust in this game was this little girl Emily, who was the countenance to the main character Corvo, who you play. Because Corvo is this dark person who he goes around and kills people, and he murders, and he does all that kind of he does all that kind of stuff. Whereas Emily is this innocent and naive little girl who is the complete opposite, and she's never killed a person, and she just wants to be an empress. And I felt that was a really good connection, because they have this really good father-daughter type thing going on, but you never have to really baby her, because she's not really an AI companion as such. You get to see her once in the game. You get to. Yeah. So anyway, I'll move on. I don't want to spoil anything. So I'll just move on from the storyline. But this game does have a lot of emotional depth. If you're willing to give it the time, it will make you feel like absolute crap. It will make you feel like absolute fucking awesome. It'll make you just question why you're doing everything that you're doing. I don't think it outright states that it's a moral choice game, but it does give you all the choices that you want. You can be a bad person, you can kill everyone inside, you can sneak around and kill everyone stealthily, you can go around and not kill a single person, or you can go around and put people to sleep and all that kind of stuff. And that was a really interesting concept that I really liked about this game. It's that it doesn't tell you that it's a moral choice game, but it does give you the choice to be a moral choice game, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a really good game, and if you're willing to invest yourself into it, it will give you a lot in return. The stealth mechanic is good. It's solid. I wouldn't say it's amazing or anything, but it is solid. It works. You can get around places really quick and easy with the addition of magic, and the game will change depending on how you want to play it, depending on how you want to kill people, depending on how you want to not kill people, depending on how we want to do anything. The game will change to suit that. It's basically like a big ball of clay ready to be molded into whatever you want it to be, and that's something that I really like. So yeah, but the one thing that I didn't really like was how easy Corvo was led to do things. Like, there's a suspicious letter in mail. There's a suspicious letter in the mail while you're in prison that you get delivered to you in your food, and apparently you're just gonna immediately follow it because you want to. I don't know. I can see that you're on death row and you're about to get killed, and that this is your only way to get out. But do you just blindly follow whatever a letter says, even though you don't know who it's from or you don't know anything? It was he kind of made me feel like Corvo was just a lackey. In other words, like he went around and did what people said. But apart from that, it's a really emotional game. It's great. It can be whatever you want it to be, and for that, I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10. All right, catch you guys later.